Let's take a peek beneath the layers of history, literally. Why did people start wearing underwear, and how did this humble garment go from functional to fabulous? The answers might surprise you. Spoiler alert, it's all about protection, modesty, and a little bit of control. The earliest form of underwear? Loincloths. Ancient Egyptians, Greeks, and Romans wore these scraps of cloth for protection and modesty. For men, they kept the goods in place during work or battle. Think of them as a primitive jockstrap. Women, on the other hand, let's just say simplicity ruled. Their flowing garments provided enough coverage. The Romans spiced it up with subligaculum, essentially a fancy loincloth made of linen or leather, tied at the waist to cover the genitals. Think of it as the precursor to boxers or briefs. And women added strophium, women's chest bands, used to support or flatten the breasts, depending on the style. Functional? Yes. Sexy? Not really. Fast forward to medieval Europe, and men were rocking braids, loose, knee-length undergarments tied at the waist. Think of them as medieval boxers. Women, on the other hand, had no time or layers for undies. Why? Well, under all those skirts, ventilation was the vibe. While they didn't have corsets yet, fitted kirtles or snugly laced dresses provided some shaping. They relied on chemises, loose linen slips that added modesty and kept itchy fabrics at bay. By the 16th century, underwear was evolving. Men began wearing tight-fitting hose, leggings, paired with a codpiece, a padded pouch for, emphasis. Codpieces were less about function and more about making a statement. Bigger was better, apparently. And no one leaned into this trend more than Henry VIII. His comically large codpiece wasn't just a fashion choice. It was a symbol of virility. Obsessed with his masculinity, airs, and health, Henry's exaggerated codpiece may have been overcompensation for his insecurities and failing virility. Naturally, his court followed suit, turning the codpiece into a European fashion must-have. Ever wonder how noble women managed bathroom breaks under all those skirts? Enter the bourdaloue, a small, oval chamber pot designed for discreet urination. Women would lift their skirts, position the pot, and go. No undressing required. Innovative? Yes. Odor-proof? Not exactly. Post-bathroom cleanup? Let's just say toilet paper wasn't a thing yet. Most people use straw, moss, rags, or leaves, while wealthier individuals might opt for linen cloths or water basins. Finally, in the 19th century, women decided enough was enough. Enter pantaloons, or drawers, long, split-crotch drawers worn under crinoline skirts. Modest and functional, but still breezy. Men, meanwhile, upgraded to drawers with buttons, setting the stage for modern briefs. The Victorian obsession with modesty brought a revolution in women's underwear. Corsets cinched waists tighter than a boa constrictor. But the real scandal? Bloomers, essentially early trousers for women, blurred the line between male and female clothing. Amelia Bloomer, a women's rights activist, dared to promote them in the mid-1800s, giving women freedom of movement and earning major side-eye from conservatives, who claimed that wearing pants would make women unladylike or masculine, threatening the established social order. It all began with function, not fashion. Early underwear was about protection, preventing chafing, shielding sensitive areas, and keeping outer clothes cleaner for longer. Then came modesty, as society sought to cover private parts. Of course, the definition of modesty varied wildly by culture and era, but one thing was clear. These humble garments were more than just accessories, they were essentials. Today, underwear is a $40 billion industry, from practical boxers to luxurious lingerie. It's no longer just about function. It's a form of self-expression. Whether you're Team Thong or Team Granny Panties, let's give it up for this tiny garment with a mighty legacy.